written fast at hand's command, arose from out the isle.
This offshore island set in a silver sea, against infection and the hand of war. These are the natural advantages we were given. It formed our nation's character with a need to achieve by reason and ingenuity. We created changes in human affairs which were little short of miraculous. Famously, we espoused the cause of the individual, the person. Personal freedom was our watchword, and we exported that philosophy to a significant part of the rest of the world. We abolished slavery and enforced that abolition in all parts of the world except the USA. We, with our American cousins, pioneered modern democracy. Our achievements in the sciences, arts, literature, and other fields of human endeavour are monumental. It thus becomes nearly unbelievable that we should inherit a set of leaders who would seek to make us the creatures of another sort, slaves to major European powers which have produced one sort of dictatorship after another, and caused the deaths of many, many millions in the process. Among those millions are those British people who so willingly gave their lives to preserve our sacred beliefs in freedom, fair play, and the sovereignty of the individual. Remember the names of Elizabeth I, who defeated the Spanish, the Pitts, who defeated Napoleon's France, Lloyd George and Churchill, who defeated first the Kaisers and then Hitler's Germany. Orwell, in his book 1984, saw with remarkable foresight the consequences of the new political philosophies. But even he in his wildest dreams did not imagine that the dictatorship he forecast would be a German monster. We pay vast sums to Europe. £50 million a day is a figure I have seen mentioned. In return, we get practically nothing of value. The consequence is we have sold most of our national assets, power stations, airports, bridges and so on, to provide the cash for these payments. All this results in the lack of capital for developments in the UK. Consequently, we have a younger generation who cannot find jobs and face a lifetime of unemployment and poverty. Now we have a new venture, the pursuit of mediocrity, it seems, and this is significantly related to that choice being made for us by our recent and present day's political leadership, who disguise the process under the title of equality. Much has been said about the quality of our elected representatives. They have often been shown to be dishonest people, primarily concerned to feather their own nests. It is of course extremely well known that politics attracts megalomaniacs. Names like Hitler, Mussolini and Stalin immediately spring to mind. The European systems of government and perhaps the EU have regularly attracted such people with consequences that have been and are being disastrous. The House of Lords, in infamous rulings, have established that our laws are inferior to EU law, for example, the metric martyrs. In short, we live in a country which is dominated by the EU. Worse, we have given, and are still giving, huge sums of money to the EU, so much so that we have become paupers in our own country. All the above demonstrates that we need greater control of our lives. It is simply not satisfactory that we should be ruled in the way we are. A small group of us have got together and given this situation a lot of thought. We have discovered that it is possible for us to hold national referendums by setting up a completely non-political, independent organisation, provided that we have a group of a minimum of 50 committed supporters. It is the purpose of this video to let you know what sort of an organization is needed, how such an organization is constructed, and to invite a sufficient number of individuals to join us in that venture. I will not deal with the minutiae of the proposal. That is spelt out in our booklet and on our website, www.abetterbritain.org, which is listed in the references thereto. I will confine myself here to a general outline. We shall provide the electorate of the UK with the opportunity to vote on 2 questions, requiring yes or no answers. These questions are: 1. It is my wish that the UK should leave the EU and be a fully independent sovereign state. The legal meaning of this statement is that it states definitely and absolutely that I wish the British Parliament to annul and repeal European Communities Act 1972 immediately. And point 2, I do not wish to be an EU citizen. I do not wish my rights under Magna Carta ended by this change. The legal meaning of this is that I renounce the citizenship of the EU, which was forced upon me without my permission or consent, and does not refer to any existing state. I wish the term to be removed from my passport. I wish it to be expunged from any official records containing my name. We believe this enforced change is illegal. It has led to infamous events such as that of the case of Joe Mendy. See the website references. The referendum will be my means of a voting card, which we hope will be available for purchase at a price of £1.25p from many retail outlets. The voting cards will be provided free of charge for those who are unable to pay for reasons of impecuniosity or disability, and the organisation will provide necessary assistance in that respect. We shall invite independent referees from the Commonwealth countries and the USA to oversee and report on the way the referendum is conducted. We will operate within the rules of a secret ballot. We shall provide conditions of sound security of process. We shall use automatic counting and identification procedures. We intend to run the referendum over a sufficient period, i.e. more than a single day, so that everyone who wishes to vote will have that opportunity. Expatriates who are non-resident will be invited to participate. We will declare a result when there are indications that voting is ending. We will, if the resulting decision of the electorate justifies it, take such actions as are required to enforce the result, and in doing so pay due regard to any precedents established by earlier UK referendums. We will, if necessary, invoke the United Nations process of asking for recognition of an act of national self-determination, after we have advised the Queen of the result and given due notice for intervention by her. Your future is in your own hands, if you wish it to be. If you wish to do nothing, then you must suffer the consequences.
Rose from out the This was the charter of the land, and God